Hey wife, hey, it's Wife Strut Wednesday, and I don't have much to say today. I know that I probably look a hot mess because I'm so tired, but I just wanted to keep the schedule and share a little bit about my experience last week. This week has been kind of tough since the last time I talked with y'all. I know I was talking about like me time and relaxation, and that was totally necessary, but I've been having a little strut happening. Not even for any particular reason, but sometimes life gets tough. We know that, right? And if you don't know that, keep living, but I'm sure you already know that. Anyway, I just wanted to ask you, who are you strutting with? And I say that because the people in which you surround yourself and the strut that you maintain is really important for who you are, what you represent, what you engage in. And I just want to send out so many thanks to the women that I strut with. It's one of those things where you're like, how do you know who has someone been in my thoughts? I tend to be a private person, and you might not believe that because here I am making videos, but I decided that I was willing to create some vulnerability for myself and something that may not be so comfortable in efforts to stay married, right? And some people think that's backwards because, they say what happens in your house stays in your house. And I think that could be true, but I'd rather be vulnerable and a little open and stay married than silently keeping to myself and being divorced, right? I think there's so much that we can learn from each other. So this week I said, shout out to all of my women, wives, friends that I strut with, because sometimes you just need a little bit of pick me up and someone to say, I see you and that you matter and what have you. And this week, I just got calls from all over and friends that, maybe I've been in touch with, not in touch with, what have you. And it's something weird that God brings people around or like put something on their heart to touch base with you, because it was simple things like someone shot out a text, how are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm okay. How are you? And then it was like, sounds like something else is going on. I'm like, it's a freaking text message. How can it sound like anything? There's no volume. But they're onto something, and it was true. And so I just say, surround yourself with people who can pick up on things that are going on with you, just to check in and say, hey, it's been a minute, or I saw you yesterday, but something seemed a little different. I just want you to know that you're loved and that I care for you, and that whatever may be going on, I'm praying for you, or I'll hold your hand, or I'll sit with you, or whatever the case may be. I think sometimes we take that for granted, but I just wanted to say, if you don't have that, find it. If you can be that to someone, be it. They say each one teach one, each one be there for one at least, right? Because there will be a time when we want that to come full circle. So I think that's all I have today. I just wanted to say thank you for the women I strut with, and find you some people that you strut with that feed back into you and feed back into others. That's all I got this week, wives. Like I said, I'm tired. We're going to get that pick me up and get it back together. I think we always need a reset time. I think we always need some time to stop, sit, reflect, think, own your emotions and feelings. And when you're like, this week just wasn't my jam, and I'm here and I'm still strutting, I'm going to still record, but I don't want to have to put it on, right? Because the whole thing about this community is being able to be authentic and being able to say, you know what? It sucks sometimes. And sometimes we'll get into the details of it, and sometimes we won't. Today, thank you for showing up. Thank you for strutting. Strut with somebody else. I'll see you next week. Till next time, wives. I'm checking, you're watching, I'm watching.